into it.
Hey, didn't take long to go.
Yeah, that week you weren't here, I was like, I have no idea where the music is that we had on the last time. I just could not miss it. It's not miss
I think it was this one.
That's not something. I don't know where.
And the computer that shut down.
The computer had shut down. It was awesome. Did get that working on. You had big earrings on. That's weird for you.
I'm celebrating.
You're celebrating. Oh, they're like
that's
shamrocks.
I really don't have green.
No.
Green's just not nice.
This color, was good. I had a really good shirt, and just left it out, didn't even wear it today.
See, she can't even find it.
Well, I have a few classic pianos. It's classical large ones under. But for some reason, the app's not working.
I'm shocked that the technology's not working.
I got up this morning and about 2:30, going back when the modem was flashing yellow, and I go, what is that? I really couldn't figure, so when I get done, I go in there, I turn the light on, and try to figure it out. There's not even an on and off button or anything. You know, Alan's out there trying to watch TV, you know, I'm thinking the Wi-Fi's out, yeah. And then the good stuff, well, maybe it was an update, because it wasn't flashing, it, I could have messed it all up and sleep there.
I was just saying, that's what the problem is, like, I have to wait trying to push buttons. Those characters.
Excuse me. That's all right. I was halfway and drove right by my exit. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, they really need to get rid of the daylight saving time stuff.
Leave it. I agree. I like this one the best.
Yes.
Ugh.
I think we all like it having lighter the evening time than.
Yes. I do not care. I don't want you to mess with my schedule.
Yes,
They're gonna fight me. That is my problem. I don't care where we stop, but we just need to stop.
I agree. You know, it's not, the dogs are so affected. Of course, you goes, now he's gonna come and go out, you know, we got another hour. You know, I know she's looking at the clock.
They're gonna be blocked. All right,
Usually
but
I get better towards the end of the week, and I'm just like, I'm going to sleep. It's all good.
Brought you a couple pears back there.
I see that, thank you.
Yeah.
so how about legs together, toes pointed? Point, 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 tight, tight, tight. Because just saying it one time just isn't enough. I don't just mean tight, I mean tight, tight, tight.
That's because we haven't had a Thursday class.
For the weather. Are we still supposed to get some snow tomorrow?
Yeah.
Just a smidge, stop with snow. It's not possible. You people need to cut it out.
It'll be fine.
And let's,
They've been calling for it all week.
I don't listen to anything, so.
that's shocking.
But it's supposed to be 70 today, so.
And it was, I've never been to chicken pickle. And and I went last night. First of all, that area of North Kansas City is jamming. It's like Westport.
Yeah,
And then 75 degrees, you guys, there were probably 500 people in that restaurant. But everywhere around there was shit, and then people had their families. You know, it was just so nice out.
It's noisy.
it almost looked like a normal home, so what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like I would say, COVID's over. I'm just saying. I know. They were out in force.
Well, it's not really over, it's just,
We had
it's
that.
becoming normal.
Yeah, well, that will be with, it'll be with this restaurant. I agree. Agree.
And
Figure out how to do it. Yeah.
But officially, I still haven't been able to go back and work at 8. Because they have all over course with COVID patients, so.
Mom had an appointment yesterday, and I got to my dinner. We had to get masks on, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, I had to take her around in my car.
I know, so, but I get to see the whole class,
Oh, really?
spring break. And I haven't had these on forever. Oh, yeah, that's really
Yes. And then let's point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. 4, 3, 2,
good. I keep my,
5, and open. And I don't know about you, but I can, if you're not just like letting your feet open and you're actually thinking about it, trying to get your pinky toes closer to the floor, feel it
There's
all
stuff
up here, yeah.
I could feel my back more than I feel anything.
And then point front.
So my goal right now is to get up a little early, and on days that I have, I'll call them non-sweat days, like Tuesday, Thursday, get the elliptical, and then on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, come in and stretch.
That is not happening, that's not.
I've come in early except for today, but it's just like
And flex.
daylight savings.
I know, right?
It is
Drove
January.
right past the Grand Valley, there you go, man.
Yeah, it's just like zombie.
I'm driving along and I go, hey, wait a minute. Oh,
I
I
look
should,
familiar.
I should be over there, but this is not good. And usually I never find this road up there, but I found it today.
Yay.
Your hair color looks good.
And points,
Thank you.
yes, I was just wondering, because we were on the same schedule for a while.
Yeah, well, I have to like manipulate depending on when I can eat, which is not this weekend, but next weekend. But yeah, so we will a little later, and I'll put highlights in it.
Yeah.
I like to kind of like discourage going
Works
over without going.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
We're pointing, by the way.
okay. She totally team's fault.
I know,
Yes,
right?
It's not gonna take much.
I know.
And then flex and point, flex and point, flex and
Poor
point.
George, I see him 3 hours today.
3
They got their not all back to back.
and 1. All right. So we're gonna start with that. So I started with my mat long ways because I know that I'm gonna ask you to lay back. Yes. So this is a sort of a modified version of V-sit. Okay. And now you can't see me? It's all you can. We're looking. That works. Okay. Oh, my ponytail's in a bad spot. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna straighten those legs nice and straight. Point those toes. Legs nice and tight. Now we're gonna bend our knees, bring our toes to the floor, knees up, and then bend them. You're gonna tilt those hip bones back and lift. And then, after a few seconds, we're gonna bend those knees again. And we're gonna straighten our legs out, but we're not gonna let our heels touch the floor. So we're gonna hover right above the floor and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bend your knees. And bring them up. This one you can hold a little longer because your weight is in your hips. And then bend those knees. Now we're gonna go straight out again, hovering above the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees. Legs come up. We'll do one more. Bend our knees.
I prepared you up for it.
Legs out straight. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And bend those knees. Bring those legs out. Now we're gonna do open.
Oh, I know, this is, every single time, I'm like, holy crap. Oh.
Let's let those inner thighs stretch a little bit.
I need a better stretch like this than when I'm sitting up. It's ridiculous.
And bring those legs up. And then open. Make sure you point those toes. Oh,
I know. Like, stretch, stretch.
and then bring them up. Are you getting upper abs? And then one more time, open. You can do it, you can do it. And bring them up, and come on down. Whew. I didn't hear the actual cussing, but I could feel it, yes. Vibrating across the floor right there.
Well, him would say, do it more.
Yeah,
Be all right.
yeah, you want to stretch your abs a little bit?
That's nice.
I was like, crap. Since we're stretching in there, might as well. Make sure you keep your back up nice and straight.
I see both of us have fixed our shoes. You don't get new ones, and I haven't fixed these yet.
No, I've looked at a million pairs of shoes. I just can't seem to commit. Amazon.com is a wonderful thing. Now the hardest part of the class, let's get up.
That's what I have to learn how to do. I have to be able to sit, sweep. I can't get up on that other side yet. The mermaids,
Oh.
and I haven't been able to figure out how to get my core to go shoot back up the other side. I know I have a strong core, so it shouldn't be that problem.
Well, I always think about,
It's technique stuff.
like, it's not really a true tip because you don't get that action.
Right.
But going from here, oh, I don't know if I can do it on the mat.
Yeah, you have to side sit.
No, I know, but I mean, when I'm in, what's in my brain, oh, I don't even know if I can do it now. No, I'm not gonna try.
Oh, where you flip your
Where you-
Right. Well, so we have to sit, swing our feet, and then come up the other side. I can get down, I can get across, and then it's like, ugh, I get stuck. I'm like, what am I not doing? That's interesting. There's something that I'm missing somewhere.
Maybe we'll try some of those then.
Perfect. I'm like, shut
I
up.
don't think so.
How about first position, heels together and toes apart. Chest is lifted, shoulders are back and down.
Let's add some more color.
Hey!
Are you awake now? You can tell I laid this out last night because it's not fitting my personality.
Yeah, I had something else laid out and I thought this fit my personality this morning, so this is what you're getting. Okay, arms are in preparatory position. Remember, we're trying to keep that round circle, right? Now we're gonna bring them up to first, open to second, we'll lift that right arm to third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down, and the other way, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down, very good. Then how about let's do some feet. So again, we're pushing our toe along the floor, and really trying to push the arch of our foot up. So when you push, you really want to push up and then drop to second. Let's do arm second, just do arm second. Lift in third, point front, drop your heel into line up. Lift into fifth, out to second, into first, other side, point and drop. Make sure your feet are aligned, right? Lift to third, point to fourth, and then lift that heel into fifth, heel and toe, out to second, into first. How about all the arms and all the feet? So first position arms, first position feet. Then we point our toe, drop our heel. Now remember, it's going to be this hand. Lift our heel into third, letter T, squeeze nice and tight. Point front, drop your heel, that arm comes front. And remember that line, right? You don't want to cross over. And then lift that heel into fifth, open, over, down, other side. First, second, this arm comes up. Third, point front, fourth, and lift and fifth, open, over, down. Hey, your brain's all sober.
Sure does.
You did arms and feet. That's good.
When you said right arm out, I had to look at you because I was looking at my arm. I was good mockingbird.
Yes, you did very well. Let's point that toe. Let's point it. Let's do some mean things. A couple more mean things. Small circle. And I'm going outward. I don't really care at the moment which way you go because we're going to switch and go the other way. And I'm just touching the tippy top of my toe. And then the other, so now I want you to make sure you're going out, 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 right, clockwise. Because I want to get a little bigger. Again, just, they're a little bit bigger circles, but they're just circles. And then a little bit bigger. And then if we can go all the way back and front, all the way back and front. And again, I'm bending. If you notice, when I go out, my knee bends out, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. There you go. Shake up that other leg. Now we're going to go left leg, point that toe, small circles. Again, right now, whichever way is good for you, is good for me. We're going to change direction, circle the other way. And then we're going to make sure we're circling out. And then a little bit bigger. And then the round goes on, right? Front and around, front and around, front and around, front and around. 4, oh my goodness. 3, oh, she's counting doubles. 2, and 1.
Insert people left.
Yeah. If your right leg is strong, it needs more stuff. That's why. Okay. Let's do a little, oh, you know what, I don't wanna miss arms and shoulders. We did, so easy shoulder things, right? But we're going to, right, up and down, up and down. But now we're gonna flex our hands. And we're gonna really flex them tight. Oh, I'm just gonna get my groove going.
It wasn't awake either.
Now, how about front and back and front? Notice my hands are turning. My fingertips wanna look at each other. Front and back, front and back. My back stays up nice and tall, even though you might want to hunch. I want you to keep that back up nice and tall. Front and back. It's kind of like the stretching portion of our shoulder work. How about right, left, right, left. Now let's roll shoulder. So front and around, front and around, front and around. And if you notice, it's kind of like there's a stick that runs between your two shoulders, and as your first shoulder goes to the back, your other shoulder comes to the front, kind of like you're connected. Now let's go front. Front. And again, my hands are still flexed. Which is not very attractive, actually. Now let's bring them up and open. Up and open. And if you notice, my hands flip up so that my hands meet, and then they flip over. Up and open. We're flying. Up and open. Up and open. Up, open. Up, open. 4 and 3 and 2. Now we're going to go front. So front and open. Now I want you to remember that rounding back that I told you I didn't want you to do last time. Now I want you to do it. Front. Front, open. And again, those hands are, it's kind of like the back of your wrist is leading the way. Front, open, front. Now how about right and open? So right, up, and open. Left, and open. So my hand, again, back is leading, and then it flips. My back of my wrist, and flip, back, open, back, and open, back, and open, back, and open. And how about both? Up and open. We kind of started here, but now they feel a little bit different, don't they? You can do it. It's only a little bit longer. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Would you like to at least do some big circles? Maybe your shoulder won't be so mad. But I can feel there's crunchiness. I don't know about if your shoulders are crunchy.
I'm just going to say most of us are over 35 in here.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's when they The crunchiness happens, or actually around 35.
There's actually going on in here. Something's gross. But hey, your shoulders are very stretched. All right, let's not do hands because then you'll really kick me. So, but we have this delightful music now. Alright? So remember balance, balance, and that back foot, when it goes to the back, is right behind the foot in the front. Balance, say, if you can add a little hop, a little hop.
You want to play this for the music?
Sounds like the oldies movies.
Yes. Black and white.
Yeah. No copies, just the music going.
What people would actually like read and have proper English and.
Alright. And then a couple with some distance. A couple or four. 3, 2, and 1. Word. Word today.
Oh.
So lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of little steps. Lots and lots and lots.
This is one I really have to concentrate on.
Yes.
Kick my butt back.
Well, I wasn't thinking about my butt. I was thinking about all this stuff, but yes.
I had this.
That's why when you first taught me to squat in fitness, I was thinking about that today. Actually, I was thinking about it yesterday. This morning I was thinking. But I was thinking, all right, come on down. I was thinking, oddly enough, about pliés last night and that very exact thing. So, I don't know about you, but I did a lot of tiny steps.
Yes.
So, plié, right, means to bend, right? When we have our feet together, you really can only bend so far, right? But when you're in second, you have more room for your body to go down, so you can actually go a little further. But when we plie, different than a squat, right? Because normally when we squat, we poke our butt out in the back, right? Plie, you keep everything tucked in. Our shoulders are back and down, and it's just your knees. And you keep that back nice and straight. And you can down, and up, down, and up, down, and up, and up. And this is why I couldn't squat for I don't know, 6 months. Because my body wants to do this. But as long as your feet are turned out, right? Because a lot of the things with squat, and the reason why in fitness you poke out in the back is so that you don't hurt yourself. But because we're in a very specific position,
And your knees are tracking with your toes.
Yes.
Where you're spot.
yes. Fitness is a little more active. Things can happen, right? All right, let's stop. How about right, left, right, left. And I'm still keeping my chest lifted. My butt is still tucked under, right? to get into sort of a more squat position, right? Now my butt is actually involved. And then how about we go right, left and around, left and around, left and around. So it's kind of like a half circle, left and around, left and around. My chest is still lifted, right? The top of my body isn't really doing much of anything. Pam's watch wants to talk to us. I think we should go the other way. How about right and around? Right? For some reason, I default to left one, always. So left and around, left and around, left and around. That's right, except every time it's right.
We followed you.
We were doing.
You know what I meant?
Yes.
Do what I do, not what I say.
Yeah, just follow
So one other thing I wanted to do in second is point, change. So my heel is up, my leg is tight, right? And then as I switch, there's a point where both my heels are up and then it switches. So both heels up and switch. Both heels up, switch. And you can hold your arms out nicely. Give me a little bit, like a little demi-plie on the end. A little bend, like a cushion.
Definitely some calf work.
Yes. Calf work without the relevés.
Right, and actually you should be able to feel this, because it's like a jump up.
Yes,
Be comfortable shifting weights.
yes. Surprisingly enough, we're really good at having our weight on one side or the other side, but the shift from one to the other can sometimes be a little tricky. Try and get those heels. You don't have to be way up, right? But you want those heels to come up off the floor at least a little bit, right? That's what tells your calves, hi, good morning. Are you awake? And if we wanted to, we could do some arm things at the same time, because why not? Four, and three, and two, and one. Perfect.
I like that because our brain, especially when you get older, does not like to shift weight. It's scared.
Do that.
Yeah. So being okay with shifting weight like that is awesome.
I do try and think of you ladies, even though my brain didn't know what to get off of
Yes, there you go.
Right? It's been thinking,
Holy squat.
yeah, holy squat. I did.
Sorry. I did.
So one more thing I want to do, and then we'll stretch. So we did A-Sharpé before, but you're probably like, what the heck's A-Sharpé? I don't even remember. So first position, second position. That's all it is. So there's a little bend before, there's a little bend after, right? We're protecting our knees, right? So bend out, bend in, bend out, bend in, bend out, bend in, bend out. You can do it, only 4 more, only 12 more. 4, and in, and 3, and in, and 2, and in, and 1, and 1 more for Pam, and 1, or Pam.
She's like, don't think of me so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just being thoughtful, right?
I got my turn last year.
That's true.
Yeah.
Me
I'm
and
the
Pam.
only one here.
Only one here.
I can't even think
You
what
were
was
babysitting Cora.
That's what I was like, why wasn't I here?
Yeah.
See, you know my schedule better than I.
Last Thursday was snow.
No.
Oh, yeah, last Thursday was.
Last Thursday
Oh,
was
last
snow.
Thursday was
The
snow, but the
Thursday
Thursday
before.
before you were in Cora.
That's why I said I feel like it was busy,
I know. Yeah, because you're just blowing frogs off,
right?
left and right. All right. So let's open those legs wide. Very good.
I'll be there for about 10 minutes.
Okay, well, it's all right, I can wait for you.
Oh, gosh. Too many classes this week.
So, a little bit different stretch. I want you to take, so I'm gonna go this way, to this leg. I'm gonna take this arm, it's gonna come up, and I'm gonna stretch over. And really, this one should be the opposite, right? So kind of like, what position is it? Fourth, no, third, I don't know. It's a position that's not first or second. You're hopefully getting more along here. And then come on up, and we will switch.
Ooh, the sides that not yet.
And try and think about your shoulders. A lot of times you want to roll that front shoulder front. We're not there yet. We're keeping it up and lifted. And then switch. And then switch. Bring it up. And now we're going to turn and face our leg. Nice. And up. And then those arms up and switch. Now let's sweep. So we're over here at the left. We're going to sweep our arms to the right. And then we're going to sweep our arms to the left. And then sweep to the right. And sweep to the left. Very nice. Come on up. Let us bring our feet together. Because I know this is Chris's favorite and she'd be so sad if we didn't do this.
Absolutely.
All right? So, wherever your feet need to be, and they need to be further out, I need them to be on the mat so that my ankles don't yell at me. Okay, we're keeping our back nice and straight, chest is lifted, and we're gonna hinge at the waist. We're gonna come down as far as you can, nice and straight. You should feel a stretch in your inner thighs, maybe.
Actually, I can't get past my hips.
No?
I have no stretch away in the thighs whatsoever.
No.
I can't get past my hips.
And I wonder if you were out further.
Actually, that is all back.
Oh yeah, it does change.
I make my platform. So what happens when we're so tight in our hips is that our pelvis drops back. And when you make the platform and put your sits bones on this side of the platform, or the like, you put your pelvis in the right position. Now you can feel my inner thighs.
Can you rock right and left? And we're keeping our knees up. That's really loosening your hips though. Are you?
Yes, it is.
It is? Okay.
Joe, yeah, I can tell you.
Okay, that's good. All right.
That's the nice thing about having people, different people in class, is because everyone feels something a little different.
Yes.
So if you're like going, I'm feeling this in my hips, and I'm like going, oh, yes.
No, that's good to know because I was hoping it would start to loosen a little bit, but because my hips are so loose, I'm like, I don't know if this is doing what I'm hoping it's doing. That's all. And then can you reach? And now if you want to round over in your back, it makes it a little bit easier to come forward. And then let's bring those legs out nice and straight. Arms up. And we're gonna hinge at the waist and we're gonna touch our toes. It's gonna be amazing. Are you ready?
They just don't make you stay here until you're touched.
I know, we might be here for a minute. I can't even get to ankles today. I'm kind of near ankles. Oh, yeah. I need to.
Right, so if you step it on top, now press the top forward. There you go.
Oh,
She likes this one, I can see it in her face.
oh, no.
But it makes your toes push down more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it makes all of this go.
And you're doing that right.
Don't help her. Yeah. So fresh.
Condone the bad deed.
Come on up. And again, we don't have our knee bent, but we want to keep our chest nice and lifted. We did this earlier around behind the knee that's bent. I just want to stretch our back just a little bit.
Now you understand why you wear my yoga blocks when you get a stretch, because sometimes I need a little extra.
Yes. Clearly on that one, I need a little extra. And then look around the other side. Again, back up nice and straight. I'm cracking today. Very sad about that. So let's do a little bit of lunges. So on your knees. When you put that foot in the front, so we're going to put one foot in the front, but when you do it, I want you to reach out a little more forward so your knee is not at that perfect 90-degree angle. Because then, when you lunge forward, you're not overextending your knee, right? Because I really don't want your knee to come way out past your toes.
And you definitely want the Captain Morgan look.
Yes. Chest is up nice and tall, right? And hopefully you can feel the stretch all down the front of this leg, this back leg. Ooh, mine's going a little lower.
I know, I'm like, where's the yoga block at?
Yeah. Do you need this one?
I got it. It helps me lower
Yes.
and relax into it, because,
Then you're not worried about,
well, I'm not guarding,
yeah.
so I can like go.
And then come on up, and we're going to straighten that front leg. Oh no! And slide down as far as you can. If you can. I don't think my split's any worse, but I don't think it's any better. And if you can hold it for just a few seconds, for 12 or 30. And then either sit to the side or come up, however you would like. Let's switch legs. Again, we put that foot in front, but we reach it, right? So it's out a little further. So when we lunge, oh. straighten that front leg. Slide that front leg into a split. Protect your thumbs, ladies.
Ooh, this is super tight.
Hold it for as long as you can. Come on up.
This is great for your IT.
Oh, we didn't try those other things.
The mermaid
sweeping and mermaids thing.
And I think that's part of what my issue is. I have tight hips,
So you're doing
and then
this,
sweep the legs around, and then come right back up the other side.
but probably not helping yourself.
Right. Sit,
You have to touch the floor.
sweep, and come up.
That was good.
Yeah.
I have to touch on the sweep because I have no other.
I can do the sweep, I can't get up.
Oh.
And I think it's a hip tightness thing.
It's gotta be.
Because I'm like going, ugh. It's like the range of motion is gone. So, that's my homework, is
Alright.
get where I can sweep up. Because I know I have the strength to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Just irritates,
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day.
right? Lovely Irish to you.